As I'm sure you guys have seen by now, yesterday they had No Kings protest happening all across America. And I was tuning in to different people's videos and live streams who actually attended these protests. And I noticed a reoccurring theme. I noticed something that I think a lot of other people noticed as well. And that is that these crowds consisted of mainly just old people. There weren't really many young people out there at all, which is weird because protests usually consist of nothing but younger people. Protests are usually just people like college aged half the time. But these No Kings protests all around America, they consisted of mainly people in like their 60s, 70s, and 80s. I kid you not, they were marching through the streets with walkers and canes. It was really sad to see because I feel like some of those old people were kind of forced to be out there. And as I was watching it play out, I couldn't help but think, like, what is the agenda here? What are they really doing by bringing all of these old people to these protests? Now, for one, I think their money is drying up. We know they pay these protesters to be out there. I think their money is drying up. So one thing they are resorting to doing is they are literally emptying out the nursing homes and retirement homes. They are literally having arts and crafts nights for these old people to make their own signs. And then they pull up in buses and they bus old people straight from the nursing home and retirement home. They bus them straight from there to these protests. And I'm not joking. There's literally videos of old people pouring out of the retirement homes to get on the bus to go to these protests. So I think part of the reason why we see all of these old people is because they don't have the money to pay these young people. And they say, hey, we could build a big crowd for cheaper or for free. But here's another reason. Here's another tactic. Here's another, here's another reason as to why they like using these old people in these protests right now. Because you see, we've exposed how violent the left can get, right? We watched the BLM riots. We watched them burn down cities and just tear down entire towns and businesses. Hell, during the ICE protest a couple of months ago, we saw them like burning cars in the middle of the street and stuff like that. They're desperate to change the optics. So what they're doing is, they're having these protests during the day, and, they bring the media out there during the day. They do their little photo shoots showing, hey, look, everyone is peaceful. Look at all of these old white people protesting Donald Trump. They're so peaceful. The right is lying to you. They want you to believe we're violent when in reality we're peaceful. Now they know that the only demographic that they can use, that they can put out there on the streets without chaos happening, without looting and destruction, the only demographic of people they can use to pull that off is old white people. So they take these old white people and they throw them out there during the day so they could write their articles and take their photos and, paint out these protests in a positive light. And then, speaking of light, once it starts getting dark, that's when they send the crazies out. Because you see all of these old people you see out there protesting, when the clock strikes 12 or like 1 p.m., they all automatically disperse. They all have to hop on their buses and go back to their nursing homes. Or some of them who may live on their own, they go to Shoney's or the Western Sizzler or the Golden Corral or wherever old people congregate and eat in your neighborhood, okay? Around brunch time, they're done with the protest. It's time to go eat. It's time to go take their meds. But the mainstream media has already done their photo shoots and they've already made it out to be like, oh my God, these protests are so peaceful. The old people leave And that's when they send in the degenerates. Degenerates like you're about to see in this video, because they had these mostly peaceful No Kings protests yesterday. And of course, once the media leaves and they ship all the old people back home, of course the crazies come out and start causing chaos. Now we know there's always chaos in Portland, and they've been congregating outside of the ICE facility lately, just wreaking havoc. But last night I saw one of the most interesting, disgusting characters I have ever seen at one of these protests. A guy who describes himself as a little. He kind of looks like Danny DeVito, but he's sucking on a pacifier. And I mean, it just goes to show that these protests bring out the worst of the worst. And every time I see protests and demonstrations like this one, I thank God that I am on the side that I'm on. Because when you look at these people, it's obvious that, hey, one side has the mostly mentally stable, normal people, and the other side consists of mentally ill freaks. Now, speaking of mentally ill freaks, I want to go ahead and play this clip for you. Before I do, though, if you guys support the channel, if you support me, being willing to call this kind of stuff out, then please show some love by hitting that like button, subscribing, dropping a comment, share this video on social media, because the mainstream media is only sharing videos of peaceful old white people. They're not showing the chaos that takes place after. So make sure you share the video. Also, you know that YouTube looks down on people spreading truthful information about these protests and events. So your support is always needed. So if you would like to take your support one step further, you could always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. It is so greatly appreciated, you don't even know. But with that being said, let's tune into these weird people, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
He got me tongue twisted, dude.
Doesn't know what fetishes are?
Yeah. Hey, Tommy!
You guys are sexual fucking deviants.
You're a Christian? Who would Jesus knock the fuck out? You fake
Antifa folks.
You fake Christian bitch. You fake Christian bitch. Who would Jesus
Jesus said obey
knock
the laws of the
fuck
land. You illegals are not obeying the laws of the land.
Hey, Tommy! Would Jesus separate?
Tommy, I'm a little and I'm proud.
You can see too.
Stop
lying.
Benjamin, put your pinky back in your mouth.
This is peak mental illness. Peak mental illness right now. This is great. You guys make great
He
content.
thinks he's a baby.
Peak mental illness right now.
He thinks he's a baby.
I don't gotta walk anywhere. This is the left. This encompasses the left.
He called me mentally ill and he got a baby.
Talking.
Conquered people, conquered land. You guys shouldn't be drinking out here.
Hey, don't forget to clip this out and only use 1 minute clips. You fucking hack.
I love it. They love me out here. They can't get enough of my attention, you guys.
And then take it out of context. Learn from Katie Davis Court. She'll teach you everything you need
You
to know.
mean that Katie Davis
I'm
Court that
smarter
you guys
than you
attacked?
are. Line their ass off. Oh, and the asshole that exploits people.
I fucking love
We got the debate. Is this a man or a woman? We were debating about that earlier.
Let's go. We love Nick.
We love Nick. We love Nick. We love Nick.
We love Nick. We love Nick. Let's go.
Something about dick.
No, you guys talk about dick constantly. That's what you guys like to bring up.
That coward doesn't have the balls to have an argument with me.
You're just yelling at people, threatening them.
Benjamin
Benjamin Button with the binky though. You guys, Benjamin Button with the binky though.
It's very
The man's an
climactic,
intellectual
like you want to
coward.
fight.
He absolutely will not debate me because
Tommy,
he's a
I'm not
chicken
insulted.
shit.
Probably because you're a moron.
I'm a little and I'm proud.
That don't mean you should suck on a binky. You're not a fucking baby, bro.
Debate me
I'm
on
a
the
little
return
and I'm
shoot.
proud.
Yeah, you're not a dog, but what did you do?
You fuck dogs.
You guys are fucking funny.
You guys take advantage of the mentally ill. It's pretty sad. You put them on the front lines, let them get
I see
pepperballed.
the town whore over here.
Hey, Tommy, fuck bitches get money means fucking female women, not dogs.
I would never say that about.
So do you guys get what I'm saying now? Do you see the play here? They bring out all of these old people. They do their photo shoots. They say, look, all of these protesters, they're so harmless and peaceful. Look, here's grandma and grandpa, right? And then the media leaves. And then they ship in the Antifa assassin Danny DeVito diaper fetish creeps to wreak havoc in the street. They literally send the first wave is the old people. And everyone, it's like, even if you disagree with these old people politically, can you really be mean to them, right? Like, I see a lot of these old people in the crowd. I think they're absolutely idiotic for the stuff that they believe in, if they even believe it. But they're still old. I kind of want to give them a hug. I want to sit down and talk to them about their life. What have they been through? I want them to make me muffins. You know what I mean? It really takes your guard down. Right? You see these old people out here and it takes your guard down, and you don't realize that, hey, 2 hours from now, there's no longer going to be peaceful grandma here. We're going to have a 4-foot tall Danny DeVito from the Batman Returns penguin lookalike running around with the pacifier in his mouth, threatening people's lives as he pretends to be a fully grown, oversized baby. So yeah. I think people need to really understand the okie doke that they're trying to pull here. They're trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, because normies, normal people that don't really dive into the news, all they're going to do is they're going to turn on CNN and they're going to see grandma and grandpa happily protesting. Okay? CNN is not going to show the, adult diaper babies that are running around attacking ICE. They're just not going to do that. But my thing is, imagine having to be someone dealing with this. Imagine having to look stuff like that in the face every day as they harass you at your job. I don't understand how these people deal with it, because I don't think I would be able to. Especially the diaper, pacifier guy. That's just, God. Man, there's really some interesting people out there on Earth. God really creates people in all shapes, sizes, and just... And I try not to be too judgmental, but damn, man. Damn. This dude really got dealt a bad hand, right? But yeah, that's just an inside look at what's going on here, and I think that may explain at least one of the reasons why the left has decided to start using old people for their agendas. But for now, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.